本次 WTL 冬季赛战队礼盒共有12件产品，我们保留了一些往期口碑不错的产品，并加入了诸多新鲜元素，希望通过努力，在战队、选手与观众之间形成更加良好的生态关系，探寻一条属于社区和玩家自己的生存之道。下面我们来介绍一下礼盒内的产品。2022冬季赛连帽卫衣，蓝黑两色可选，以本届 WTL 设计风格为主题，足够让你在人群中找到热爱星际争霸的同好玩家。2022冬季赛纪念笔记本，记录了12个战队从 CTC 时代一路走来的战绩回顾和每个战队王牌选手的介绍，同时对于世界战队联赛不可或缺的第13支战队资料也被收入到笔记本中。DPG 3冠纪念收藏卡， WTL 唯一3冠纪念王者之师全家福。 WTL 联赛上 DPG 3度夺冠，让人难以逾越。同时 DPG 著名传奇选手也悄然上镜全家福。选手卡通形象巴基，尽管不像冠军战队那样炫目闪耀，这4名选手都曾经在 WTL 的舞台上留下精彩一笔，中间2字当之无愧。 DPG Rogue 亚克力立牌，可挂包可单独站立摆放，为纪念 DPG 传奇选手 Rogue 而制作的亚克力摆件，特邀画师还原 Rogue 职业生涯中的数个名场面，你能认出所有对应吗？2022冬季赛纪念票，本次纪念票延续了上赛季的设计思路，背面则与夏季赛呼应，以星际老男孩宝藏解说黄旭东及诸多名言为灵感，用火车票的样式进行展现。2022冬季赛选手明信片，包含了本次所有参赛战队的明星选手，是否有你最支持的他呢？让我们为他们助威呐喊吧。2022冬季赛战队贴纸，冬季赛参赛战队 logo 汇集一堂，可贴在礼盒的迷你行李箱上，大胆展示你对支持战队的热爱吧。战队赛贺岁兔年红包，2022冬季赛口罩，2022冬季赛鼠标垫，2022冬季赛迷你行李箱，一改往届纸质外盒不宜收藏的弊端，一盒收纳所有，值得珍藏。好了，以上就是我们礼盒内的所有产品，每一位购买战队礼盒的观众将为燃烧的奖金池注入一份挚爱，未来尚未可知，希望永不泯灭。 Hell, it's about time。
大家好，我是 IG 的麦克森的，感谢大家对 WTL 的一个支持啊！有了你们的支持 ，WTL 才能走在现在。然后 WTL 现在出了一个这个礼盒啊，这个礼盒也是比较实用的，而且也比较这个方便啊。如果有兴趣的朋友可以去了解一下，现在礼盒在热卖中啊。然后最后还是要感谢一下大家对 WTL 的一个热爱与支持，谢谢大家。
What's up guys, Rainer here. If you've been enjoying the WTL so far, make sure to check out the gift box. It's a lot of help for the tournament in general. It contains a lot of sick stuff.
네, 안녕하세요. 쇼피파이 리벨리온 테난 변현우입니다. 네, 벌써 2022년이 끝으로 다가왔는데 올해 저한테 2021년은 작년보다는 그래도 나아졌던 한 해 같아요. 작년에는 이제 카톡체도 예선으로 통해서 가게 됐었는데 이번 연도는 예선 없이 바로 조별리그로 가게 되어가지고 조금 더 성장하고 있는 것 같아서 매우 좋고, 지금 진행되고 있는 WTL 팀리그도 아직 시즌이 끝나진 않았지만 남은 경기 잘해가지고 플레이오프에서 꼭 좋은 성적 냈으면 좋겠습니다. 또 이제 내년 2023년도 이 월드 팀리그가 꼭 지속되었으면 좋겠어서 지금 판매하고 있는 기프트박스 같은 것도 많은 관심 주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 올 한 해 응원해주신 팬분들 모두 감사드리고, 내년에도 꼭 스타크래프트2가 그 씬이 이어져가지고 내년에도 계속 뵐 수 있었으면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome to World Team League Winter 2v2 Tour, day number 4. I'm, of course, your host, Light VIP, and with me, it's the one, the only, the shirtless man himself. Welcome, AsherBro.
You can believe whatever you want to believe, Light.
I will.
I can even have a tail.
Oh my god. What?
Thought you liked that. But anyway, we do have a beautiful game before us. And it's going to be a couple teams that I haven't seen yet. I believe you and Chase casted these guys when they were playing in the earlier round.
Yeah, we are here for Dragon Phoenix Gaming versus Team Liquid, and we saw Hero and Dark be very dominant in their own series in the round of 16. Laser and Kellizer had a very close series against KaiZ Gaming, against Raynor, both Raynor and Spirit. So Laser and Kellizer had a bit of a harder time, but both of these teams have shown full display that they know what it takes to win a 2v2.
Yeah, 100%. And these are some very strong players in their own right as well. Hero and Dark, they're both players that I feel like are extremely creative and flexible in their 1v1 games. So I feel like 2v2 is going to suit them very well.
Yeah, one of the iconic moments that I remember from the round of 16 is Hero and Dark. They came in. Dark was giga greedy. Hero opened up, I think it was Twilight Council Proxy Dark Shrine into Blink DTs, and he out-harassed and out-multitasked 2 players. He 1v2'd with the DTs. And he just kept the other 2 players busy long enough for Dark to get up to like full saturation on 4 bases and just roll them over with a maxed-out army. It was crazy how they were able to flex some of their personal skill and advantages that they usually have in 1v1.
Whoa.
Oh.
Because it was on the space station. He did a helicopter armbar to get up there. As we see in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the DPG team Dark and Hero.
Oh, and spawning in at the top right-hand corner, we have the orange Zerg player, Laser, alongside his teammate, the red Terran Kellizer, representing Team Liquid. And here we go. We are getting on in here. Again, as you were saying, Kellizer, we thought he was in Brazil. We thought he was maybe in Norway, or Netherlands. But no, he's in space. He's up there, looking down on us.
Yeah, I mean, he can be over the Netherlands sometimes. Occasionally.
There you go, Papi. There you
Maybe
go.
his over us.
Oh, get over me, Papi.
Never.
As we already have a pretty interesting opener here, we do see that Hero is immediately walling off at the naturals, so he's going to be creating a full wall off, and going to be just kind of giving themselves a little bit of freedom to be a little bit more greedy and expand safely.
Yeah, speaking of greedy, a Laser going for a hatch pool hatch, so he's going to be opening up gasless, taking both of the front bases.
Oh, yeah, both hatcheries have been taken, so a very greedy opener here by a Laser. We see Dark being a little bit more standard here with a hatch gas pool, so he can be a little bit more aggressive if they wish to be, bearing in mind that the biggest downside that a Laser and Kellizer have right now is that they don't have a wall at the natural, so they would be a little bit more exposed compared to Hero and Dark.
Yeah, it looks like Hero is maybe setting up to go for a bit of a proxy Stargate, but upon Dark's Overlord seeing that a Laser took a very fast third, looks like they're going to see if they can maybe try something a little bit different. I think he is reacting to what's going on here, but Kelazer's going to be building a bunker out the front to try protect this fast hatchery.
Yeah, there we go. Bunker is on the way. Kelazer behind this, I believe, is going for a 3-racks. We've seen this quite commonly from Kelazer this entire tournament. I feel like it is his go-to opener. Meanwhile, Hero has decided his tech. It is going to be a Twilight Council.
Yeah, there we go. Twilight Council behind this. Kelazer also going for a 3-racks here, so 3-racks is going to be a nice flexible opening against both Zerg and Protoss. Looks like we're just hunting for this laser overload over here, but Hero just being his usual self, being extremely active with all of his units on the map.
Yeah, very active indeed. We see a couple of overlords are being hunted down by these stalkers. Shouldn't be supply blocking a laser, even if that's what he's that's what he's known for. He just made 3 overlords, so he's ready for the supply blocks, papi.
Why are you always being so mean to a laser?
What do you mean? It's,
always.
It's his thing. He has an emote. The laser overlord, papi.
It's Lambo's emote. Lambo's mean to him too.
We'll just accept reality, papi. Oh my god, as Laser's actually been, am I crazy? He's been gasless the entire time, by the way. He's crazy. He's literally been making nothing but drones this entire game.
He's crazy, puppy. He's lost his mind.
And speaking of losing your mind, finally the gas geysers are being taken. Finally, we're going to be going into mass roach from a laser, but Dark is mixing things up. The Madman went for a lair, and he's going for an infestation pit.
Yeah, Dark looks like he's setting up to maybe even go into Stormhosts here.
Yeah, that looks like that's going to be the case here. There we go. There's the Nidus, a swarm host Nidus on heavy artillery. We've seen it before. We're about to see it again. Cyril was the first to whip this out. Now it is going to be Dark. But I'm a little bit concerned here because a laser has been so greedy. He's going to be looking for like maybe even a roach max out, like an insane amount of roaches. And if the first locust wave gets used across the map, I don't know if Dark and Hero will have enough to defend against that push.
Yeah, Laser is going to a very aggressive push, and I feel like it's mostly going to be on Hero to try to work out what's going on here and get that pressure, get that little bit of scouting. He is going to be moving across the map with quite a lot of stalkers here, and I like this as well. This is a good way to put pressure on both sides. I don't think either the Terran or the Zerg is going to have the easiest time dealing with this.
Yeah, I mean, we have pure marine and pure roaches right now. You know, we didn't really have any factory production whatsoever from Kelazer. The first factory is on the way. So far, decent or very good control here from Hero. He hasn't lost any of his stalkers. The Nidus has popped, and we should be seeing that locust wave soon.
Yeah, here we go. We do have that first locust wave coming out. Really nice scan coming out there from Kelazer. We'll locate that right away. So he knows it's on the way, but Dark being very tricky. Going to sync up this attack with Hero's stalkers.
Yeah, the locust wave does come down towards the natural base, or towards the third, technically, I guess. At the same time, Stim is now done. Kelazer is trying to hunt down these stalkers.
Yeah, the micro is good for Hero, though. He's going to run on in there, pick up quite a lot of those stalkers. He's done such a good job shaving off the numbers of the Marines as well. So we do see the Swarmhost harass is going to be continuing. Dark not throwing too many locusts out all at once. Looks like he wants to save a few for back at home.
Yeah, and that's going to be very important. We were worried about this, right? The mass roach and marine move out is upon us. Kelazer and the laser are looking to straight up maybe even end the game right now. Meanwhile, Dark once again uses his locust wave across the map.
Yeah, I say he was going to save it, but no, he throws it straight away. It looks like Hero's going to be the one that's staying back home, trying to defend. This pylon at the front here is going to be depowering quite a lot of the gateways, so 2 gateways and the cybercore going down here. At the same time, we are starting to hold. This is some really nice micro coming out from Hero, just abusing this choke.
Yeah, exactly. And the other additional thing here is that there are no medevacs, so every single stim is hurting Kelazer's army. He's slowly running out of marines. The roach reinforcements are not stopping. Bear that in mind. A laser is trying to break on through, but now we have the overcharge.
Yeah, Hero's very patient with popping that shield battery overcharge. Drops back to it now, and these Marines are trying to commit to take out the hatchery, but I don't think they're going to be able to with the Stalkers barreling down on them. And this is where these Swarmhosts are going to get really out of control. Swarmhosts in every base right now. The harass from Dark is insane.
It's absolutely insane, Papi. I mean, that was the weakest moment for Team DPG, was that big counterattack, especially because Dark didn't help at all. It was just Hero holding the line against both Kellizer and a laser, and Hero somehow pulled it off. He was somehow able to defend against 2 armies, and now it's Team Liquid who's on the back foot.
Yeah, Doc going for the AsherBro maneuver and prioritizing harass over keeping your economy alive, and it is going to pay off this time.
Yeah, exactly. His economy was left untouched. We just see a 4th base on the way from Dark. We see a 3rd on the way for Hero as well. And now Kellizer and the Laser are scrambling to keep up with all these Niduses. They're scrambling to try and defend.
Yeah, Dark is everywhere all at once. Even going to be throwing up a Nidus straight in the back of the main of Kellizer. And with all this chaos happening across the map, Hero's even able to put some damage on with his Stalkers. He's going to be able to take out this Orbital. It has quite a lot of energy on it. Even boxing some Zealots into the back base, and they're just overwhelming.
They are out multitasking Team Liquid right now. Kellizer is heavily supply blocked. There's Locust in his natural in the pocket. There's Zealots as well in a prism to reinforce. It looks like even another Orbital is going to go down. It's on fire.
Hey, Kellizer's camera's shaking everywhere. I think he's got to be a bit careful. He's going to bring the space station down.
Oh my god. He's entering orbit, Papi. He's crashing down. Just like the Orbital.
Like, I forget, this boost is on. Get me away.
He's taking off, Papi, as we speak. By the end of this, his chair is going to lift up and he's just going to go,
Fly
Papi.
away. That's a celebration.
보여드릴게요.
Oh my goodness, we see Dark has not stopped making swarm hosts whatsoever. This looks like almost 30 swarm hosts. I don't know exactly how many, but
44.
It's absolutely insane.
44, man. It's crazy. We have the units tab open here, but here we go. Kellizer, he's all in. He's going for a massive doom drop across the map. It looks like he's going to be able to take out the main base of Hero and maybe even the natural of Dark as well. He is dealing some damage, but the Stalkers have come back home to defend.
Yeah, the Stalkers are home. The Swarm hosts are here as well. If the Stalkers still have a blink, that means these Marines aren't really going to want to pick up and get out of there. A laser's going to call GG. We get that last little blink. A couple of those medevacs go down. And that is that. The DPG boys with an insane game. That looked so dominating.
GG, this is very similar to what we saw in the round of 16, and I thought maybe here against some of the more powerful teams, they would have a harder time, but no, a laser and Kellizer likewise were being pulled apart. There was a moment, there was a timing where they had a mass amount of Marines and Roaches, and they were rushing across the map, but we saw how on point Hero was, not just at defending, but also just slowing it down. It was very important for him to be active with his Blink Stalkers and to have as good micro as he did with those Stalkers.
Yeah, exactly. He was able to capitalize on a lot of the openings that were made by the Swarm hosts, and Dark being able to pull apart two players at once was pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, very impressive indeed. And speaking of things that are impressive, massive shout out to Smile in the chat. Thank you so much, Smile, aka Fuego, for giving us a bit of a raid. I know he was laddering earlier on in the day, so thank you so much. Hope you had a great ladder session, and welcome to WTL.
Welcome, puppy. Gah!
Gah! Oh my god, and yeah, Hero and Dark looking really good in the first game, but of course, I do think that map specifically, heavy artillery, does kind of favor Nidus Swarm host play. I don't think we're going to see that again here on Emerald City.
Yeah, I think that definitely looked like a very strong map for it, especially with that backbase area that Dark first set up his Nidus at, where he could harass the main and the third at the same time. There's a lot of good angles there for him to attack on, and a map like this, is this the one? I'm trying to learn the different maps now. This isn't the one with the completely split mains, is it? This is the one with the kind of frontish base that gets taken as a third.
Yeah.
I want to say.
This is
like
the green
gold
one
up to the right of that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a gold off to the side. You know, you have shared mains and you have shared naturals as well, so you can go for like a front wall if you want to. Yes. So this is a bit easier to defend because of that. Also, the rush distance is shorter as well, so that could also come into play. Oh boy, we'll see what the plan for a laser and Kellizer are. Bearing in mind, they're also not afraid to be cheesy. They have proxied before.
Yeah, I know Kellizer is a player that does play some more aggressive openings, likes to go for his Reaper pressures and things like that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him pulling out a bit of Reaper pressure in at least one of these games.
Oh yeah, exactly. I personally, I'll be shocked if he does end up going for, or like if we do end up having a 4-0 as dominant as Hero and Dark looked. I do have faith in Team Liquid. I have faith in their players that they can fight back here. No, Kelazar, a little bit of a fun fact here. He's also from Brazil. You know what that means?
Oh, he knows his jiu-jitsu.
He knows, Papi. He knows. That's how he got to the space station, mate. He just helicopter armbarred all the way up there. And from up there, from orbit, who knows where he's going to land?
He doesn't know. He's on his rear naked trick grind set. He's just practicing all his moves up there. He doesn't care when he lands.
Yeah.
He'll land when he's ready.
Oh my god, I'm waiting for him to land here in Korea on Dark. My body is ready, Papi.
Like we're out of choices. We can't beat them in StarCraft. Just land the ship on them.
Take him out, Kellers. Take him out, Diego. Take him out. Oh my god. But it looks like the players are just kind of getting things ready here. Again, it's possible that we're kind of switching servers in between games, but here we go. Ooh, game number 2. The players. Oh, mate, he's preparing for launch again, Papi.
He is getting ready to take flight, and he's going to have to go into another gear to deal with these two in the bottom right. It is Dark and Hero for DPG.
Spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player, a laser, alongside the orange Terran Kelazar for Team Liquid. And did production enlarge Dark and minimize Hero? Hero's
I remember them being... Hero was already kind of small and in the bottom of his camera there, but I feel like Dark got even bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bit small. We need to zoom in. And they're like, yeah, I got you.
They zoomed in on Dark and they just zoomed out on Hero. He's just, you can barely see him. Oh my god, he's a speck.
Just how big he is.
Oh my god, so maybe production's having a little bit of fun there. I don't know what's happening. As once again, a laser is going for the same opener.
They put a mustache on Dark as well.
Dark, man, yeah, I think I mentioned it to you yesterday that Dark, his facial hair, it's getting thicker and thicker every week. Yeah, you can hide in there.
I don't like it anymore. I liked it before.
It's become a little bit more unkept. It's becoming more and more wild, and primal.
True.
Yeah.
I guess that's appropriate.
He is an animal. Oh my god. But yeah, we do have some varying openers here. A laser once again being Giga Greedy, just going gasless, and he's going to stay gasless for a long time. And meanwhile, Dark didn't pull out of gas. He has thrown down a Baneling Nest.
Yeah, so this is something that we've seen very regularly out of Zergs in the 2v2s, is going for this fast Baneling Nest. Meanwhile, we do see Hero's going to be going for a bit of a proxy gateway, so trying to put a bit of pressure on himself. I like as well that Kelazar and a laser are looking to block off this choke in front of the natural bases. I feel like this has been a very successful strategy a lot of the time on this map.
Yeah, we'll see if they can wall off in time, because Hero's going for 3-gate aggression. We see Dark just going, never mind. I thought it was going to be committing. Yeah, he is. He's committing to a Ling Bane all in. He has cut worker production right now. And I really worry because a laser is still just droning. He's still just making nothing but drones. He has no gas. He has no Ling speed. He has nothing, Papi. He has queens. He has 3 queens.
Yeah, they've gone really quite greedy, and I think for Hero and Dark, might be best to just completely go past this base here and run straight into the natural.
I think so as well. It looks like we're waiting for another warp in, killing this hatchery. I think right now that's exactly what a laser wants. He wants them to just waste it. He's still making drones! He's still droning, but he's crazy!
Why?
Oh my god!
He is crazy.
Oh.
He's lost his mind, puppy.
Yeah, the banelings are rolling on in. Everything is just gonna die. Like there's just nothing here.
Yeah, good repairs coming up from Killzero. He's doing everything that he can here, but I think there's just too many stalkers, and with the reinforcements just dribbling out for both players, I don't think it's going to be enough. A laser, he is making his lings now, but there's just too many lings for Dark here, and Dark can still morph in some more banelings, which he is doing.
Yeah, there we go. GG gets called. Dark and Hero laughing to themselves a little bit, and they take a 2-0 lead.
Killer's ship is powered down.
He's
having catastrophic failures.
He's out of fuel, Poppy. He's
out of
space.
He's out of copium. It's a Terran ship. It's fueled by copium, and he's running out.
He's running out of. We need to send him more copium, Poppy. We need to fax
Got
it
you,
to him.
Killers. I got you.
Terrans in the chat, raise your hands. Give Kelliser your copium. As basically that game, Killzero and the Laser went for the same opener, and it looks like Hero and Dark identified its very, very large weaknesses in the sense that Killzero was going for 3 racks of screens. He didn't have any access to any kind of tanks or Widowmines or any kind of factory production. Likewise, a Laser went gasless, so he only had 3 queens and he had 1 spine crawler to defend. And he was still continuing to drone as he was being attacked. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, certainly a little bit surprising to be going for that twice in a row there. Looks like as well, maybe he just assumed that it was only Hero putting on the pressure with the Stalkers.
Yeah, true. Very true. I mean, the Ling Bane wasn't revealed until a little bit later. I mean, shout out to Hero and Dark for actually killing the Overlords on their way across the map. So because of that, Laser and Killzero were that much more in the dark. They didn't know how committed this aggression was going to be until it was too late. Oh boy. And yeah, as a result, DPG, they're up 2-0.
Yeah, DPG up 2-0 in pretty quick fashion, pretty convincing fashion as well. I'm getting a little bit worried this is going to be a 4-0 sweep.
Oh my god. I want to believe we can fight back. Okay, I want to believe that Killzero and a Laser, they're not one-trick ponies. They're not going to be stuck with these openers. We're going to adapt here. We're not going to be as greedy, and we're going to see more of a back and forth. They're going to have to start to turn this around here on Catalyst as map number 3.
Yeah, we do have Catalyst as map number 3. I feel like I'm not happy with how it's spelled. It seems wrong.
Catalyst, you know. How do you want it to be? Do you want it to be
that's what I'm
spelled
trying to work
differently, or
out.
do you want it to sound differently?
Yes.
You're like, I just want a different word, all right? I just want
Yeah, just a different word altogether,
just-
like
you mean
completely different.
like a catalyst, or like
Yeah.
a catapult, or
Yeah, Catalyst is a great map name. I feel like
Yeah.
that is another
it is
map
a
name. Maybe?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's already trademarked.
Or what about like a Catalan, like the boat?
Yeah, or like a
Catamaran.
or cat, just cat. You know,
Cat.
just 3 letters. That's all you need.
Catatonic.
Catatonic, yeah.
Chat, catatonic.
Yeah, true. Catastrophe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Collapse.
What?
Collapse.
Collapse? We're just forgetting about all of it now. It's like words starting with
That's the
C.
start with C, yeah.
Chicken. You know what?
Chicken, yeah. Could be chicken.
Yeah,
Chicken LA.
fry. Oh yeah.
Have we got any jiu-jitsu moves? Choke?
Oh yeah.
Call it choke.
Choke LE.
Choke LA. Oh, I don't know if she was into that.
We're gonna have to refer to Chase for that one, mate. He's the one that knows.
Maybe that's he might have been able to get her if he played the bad boy.
Oh my god. Oh god. Life is indeed strange.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Looking at the others. Mount LE.
Mount. What?
There's a move called the Mount.
Oh yeah. It's a
Yeah.
position.
Oh, it's a position. Oh,
Take
okay.
down Mount position.
Yeah.
Practice your jiu-jitsu.
I love this one. It's called 100% sweep. It's What does that mean? Like,
It means you bury him.
do you?
100% all the way. Health from 100 to 0. You
Yeah.
just put him straight in the ground.
It's like
Done.
a perfect KO, you know? Like,
Yeah, it's like in Smash Brothers where you like
Yeah.
knock them off the stage and they just like do the Pokemon thing, like the Team Rocket thing. And it's just like a glint in the sun. You just shoot
Yeah.
them into the sun.
you launch him, mate, into orbit.
Yeah, you got to be careful who you do that one on. Shouldn't do it on friends. And only enemies, that one.
That's how Kellizer ended up in space, mate.
Yeah. He was practicing his jiu-jitsu and he didn't realize that he'd offended that guy the day before, and the guy 100% swept him. He's like, what are you doing? Not the 100%. And he's like, I have to. You understand, this is my honor that I'm protecting.
You have insulted my family. As we're getting into game number 3 here again, things are looking a little. Oh, let's go! Things are looking a little bit dire here for Team Liquid, because in the top left-hand corner we have the teal Zerg player Dark alongside his teammate, the blue Protoss player Hero, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. DPG.
And in the bottom right-hand corner for Liquid, we have the Zerg Laser, and we have our spaceman Kellizer.
Oh, take it away, spaceman.
Dark's getting bigger. His head wasn't at the top of the frame before. He's actually getting bigger.
He's growing. Every win is feeding him, puppy.
Larger than Gabe.
Oh my! And I want to say Hero's getting smaller. I think he's just fading further and further away out of existence. He's just. Oh my god.
This is Kellizer's view of Hero as he shoots up into space. It's getting smaller and smaller.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, once again, oh my god, he has no fear. Once again, a laser is going for a gasless opener here, and I believe we have a reactor first from Kellizer.
I mean, if they cheese you the first time, they're probably not going to cheese you again. It's a double bluff.
I guess so. You're not wrong, I guess. Like, this does make sense. There we go. We have our second Rax. Should be seeing a third Rax behind this. But we do have a probe scout. So Hero is seeing everything.
Yeah, I think especially considering a laser's done this so many times, it would be prudent, of course, for Hero to make sure that he's getting that extra scout.
Yeah, we see 8lings on the way from Dark. I believe he's still mining gas. Yep, there's the Baneling nest, so Dark's doing the same thing. He's getting ready for another Bane bust.
I just want them to switch to like the voiceover, the communications for Kellizer and a laser, and Kellizer's just like 29th day in space.
Stardate.
Stardate 29. They're forcing me to play this human game called StarCraft. The man playing with me, he's using the bugs. I trust him for now, but I'll be keeping my eye on him.
My copium supplies are running low.
Copium supplies are running low. I'm not sure how long I can hold out. I've heard there is a patch and some new maps coming soon. Maybe they'll bring me some copium too.
Oh my god. Well, speaking of, we do see the Bane bus being set up here by Dark, bearing in mind that behind this, Hero is playing macro. Hero is not joining him in the aggression. It is only going to be Dark here. Hero is getting ready for a bit of a later game as the Banelings have only got in! Up!
Yeah, Baneling's trying to get on top of the drones and not quite going to get the connections they need, but Dark not blowing his load too soon there. And there we go, he is going to get the connections on the drones. Very nice damage here, and I believe the idea here is as well to force a bit of an overreaction because they did commit together on the last one.
They really did, and there we go. The hatchery is going to be going down. A laser is knocked down to 2 bases, but because of his greed, because of the constant droning, he is still fully saturated on his 2 bases. You can see the disparity in workers between Dark and a laser right now. Dark still needs to equalize. He is still looking to kill all those drones.
Yeah, meanwhile, the aggression coming out from Dark is insane, and we're going to have a massive wraparound on all of these Marines here. Kelazur is really picking up some speed there, and getting around top of the drones with all of these banelings. We see some pretty good connections, single connections, but there we go. We finish off all of those red Hell's drones, and I don't really see how the rest of these are going to be getting out of there. Some nice dancing back and forth by a laser, but Dark just a little bit too good, and Dark killing both of them on his own.
He is. He's 1v2ing right now. The only thing, like, Hero had 2 adepts to help out, and to be fair, they are doing some damage, but Dark is just taking them both down right now. Earlier, I was talking about how all Dark needs to do is try and kill 20 drones, and I didn't think he could, but he did.
Yeah, I mean, Hero just there with the 2 adepts. Dark's like, this is my win. Hero with the 2 adepts, our win, comrade, our win.
I did my part too. GG gets called. Hero and Dark once again just having a bit of a chuckle to themselves as they take the game. This time Hero doing a lot less there. He showed up with his Phoenixes. He showed up with like four or five Phoenixes, and they didn't even get to lift anything.
Yeah, they just shot a few Overlords, and that was it.
Yeah.
So I'd like to imagine that he's, still in the game. He hasn't quit yet. He's just picking random stuff up and having a blast.
Oh my god, he wanted to play some StarCraft 2, okay? He didn't want Dark to have all the fun, but there we go. GG, you were talking about it. You were putting yourself in the mindset of Team Liquid, being like, they're not gonna do that 2 games in a row, right? Nah, it's Dark. He will.
And Dark always knows. Like, you can't mind game Dark. It's impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
He just picks at random and he's always right.
He just... He can never be wrong, mate. He can never be wrong. And I think the scary thing that we saw here, I mean, to be fair, like, we didn't have shared bases anywhere near as much, so it was harder to defend. But, like, to see Dark doing it on his own and still having success is quite a scary thought here. I do think after this game, Laser and Kelazur need to switch gears. They need to switch plans. They need to change their openers. Otherwise, it's just going to happen again.
And Dark he's too good. He always knows. I'm just imagining he just gets a dice and he rolls a dice across the room and you call out the number. You have to guess what it is. And they call out 7 and then the dice comes to a hold and Dark's drawn with like a marker on top of it, like an extra dot on the 6. Like, haha.
Exactly, mate. He just knows, mate. You think it's impossible, but he makes it possible. He makes it a reality. That's why he's getting bigger and bigger. That's why the next time we see him, we're not even gonna see the top of his head anymore. It's
the chest.
Oh my god, we're just gonna get a max zoom on his goatee, mate. It's
You're just gonna see like
oh god.
Just a wry smile every time anything happens.
Yep, pretty much, mate, pretty much. Oh boy, so a pretty hefty lead here for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, a very fast lead as well. It's been less than an hour already, and we're up 3-0. A Laser and Kelazur, again though, they are amazing players, and they can bring it back here. Kelazur, he may be running out of copium up there in space, but maybe he can find something else to burn. Maybe he can put someone else in the fuel dump and then it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh god. Who's the question? Clem. Throw Clem in there. I don't know. Who else is
It's a random barcode Protoss. But it's like we collected some barcode Protosses from ladder. We're going to throw them in the fire. And it's going to give you the strength you need, the copium.
Oh my god. Yeah, he needs something, mate. He needs something. Oh boy. Just checking out the chat here. Like, surely they can't do it again, Poppy. It's okay. We'll see. I mean, we're going to be loading into Reclamation. This is, of course, another one of these larger maps. Relatively large map, but the bases are isolated, mate.
Mm-hmm.
The hatchery, the mains, they're isolated from each other. Oh no. Do we proxy?
I think it's Hero's time to shine. This is when we Oracle.
Oh.
Double Stargate Oracle.
Double Stargate Mass Oracle could work, definitely. I unironically, I do think that it can work.
Like, I know you meant to agree with me, but come on.
Mate, if he goes double Stargate Mass Oracle, he shows up with 6 Oracles, and then a laser has 3 Queens. Actually, look, I'm just saying. Oh, God.
Taking off. Sconch. As we see in the bottom left-hand corner, we have Dark in the cyan and Hero in the blue. They are DPG, and they are 3-0 up on match point.
Oh, and looking to try and make a comeback here. We have the red Zerg player going for a 13-12, as well as the orange Terran representing Team Liquid going for some Proxy 2 racks.
Yeah, there we go. Hero going to be coming right in with the scout. Sees no bases taken yet. Actually gets pretty lucky going to the Zerg first, and he's going to go right in there. See that gas immediately. Sees that he's pulled off gas and that the pool is researching, so he knows everything that he needs to know right now.
Yep, he has confirmation that a laser is Ling flooding with that 13-12. He also has confirmation, especially if he dips into the main base, that we have proxy Rexes from Kellizer. So now the turns have tabled. Now Dark and Hero are the ones that have to defend.
Using the very last of his copium to
It's
power
stuck.
these 2 Raxes.
Is that stuck? Is that SCV?
Yeah, the SCV is
It's
stuck.
no! Ah! We take a shot.
Sure.
Oh my god. Well, here we go. The Lings have shown up. We did, of course, go Zealot first, and because the bases are isolated, then they can target a specific player. It looks like Laser and Kellizer are going for Dark.
The new patch drones, stay away from them. They're monstrous. They'll kill everything.
They'll kill it. They'll kill everyone, Poppy. Here we go. The Reaper has shown up. The Zealot is providing a little bit of support here. The Adept is showing up behind this as well.
Yeah, insane dance between these 2 players. The Lings get the full surround. The Zealot will be going down. There is a pretty equivalent amount of Lings, but the speed makes things a bit more complicated. The Adept shows up as well as those 2 Reapers, and suddenly they are starting to get overwhelmed. Dark in Hero. Is Dark going to be able to hold on to his drones? He did make a spine crawler. That's going to help him a lot here.
Yeah, the mineral line is completely safe. He has 2 Queens now. The Lings of a Laser are running out as we speak. We do have a decent amount of Reapers. 3 Reapers turned up. No! 1 Reaper goes down!
Yeah, Reaper goes down, and that Stalker showing up as well is going to really help out with holding this. Hero going straight for those 2 Stalkers, even walling off fully with that shield battery. Very intelligent move here.
Yeah, exactly. And now it looks like the aggression is subsiding here. The Lings are not enough. The Reapers haven't been able to snowball either, and DPG have held.
Yeah, it is looking like a hold by DPG. It does mean that Step SCV over there might be able to get out, but Dark straight away going to be throwing down that Baneling Nest. He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again.
He's going to go for a big boy counter attack, mate. He has the Baneling Nest on the way. For the time being, Kellizer, he's continuing that Reaper production. He wants to try and keep his opponents back at home, but if he cannot, then a Laser's going to be in a lot of trouble at home because he doesn't have much at home to defend. He doesn't have that SimCity that Kellizer does.
Ground control. I have 6 Reapers left. Copium is dangerously low. We need a patch, or I'm gonna die.
Patch me out of here, Poppy. Patch me out of here. I need evac.
I need tanky back.
Oh god. Here we go. Kellizer and Laser, they're forced to back off here. Laser's trying desperately to re-drone, but Dark has cut drones. He's going for a massive Ling Bane bust. And Hero is going to have Blink Stalkers to support him. I'm still not convinced if Hero is going to commit to the aggression just like Dark, or if he's looking to try and just macro into a later game.
Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing actually is both players have stayed on 1 base economies, and with that, it seems like we're all fairly even on supply here. So it is going to come a lot down to how effective these attacks are.
Exactly. It's all about how these Lings and Banelings are utilized here. Otherwise, Dark is going to fall behind because he hasn't been able to keep up with that drone production. Here we go. The Lings are rushing across the map. We have 2 Banelings being morphed in to waddle into that mineral line.
Yeah, Blink should be finishing up soon.
Oh! Oh no! No!
What?
It happened off screen, but a laser just ran his Lings into those 2 Banelings.
Man, those banelings that were so well placed. I was kind of wondering why they were there, and I had a feeling that Dark was going to have some kind of genius reason for them being there, and it was going to pay off very strongly. But here we go. Hero just going to be charging straight on into the main. Goes past the bunker, focusing down as many of these Hellions as he can, just to make sure that the Lings and Banes have the most effective time possible. And they are just going to demolish everything that's here. The Banelings doing such a great job at trying to get on top of these Lings. Are they going to be able to get there?
They're doing a great job at zoning away right now. Here we go. One Baneling is going to find a connection. Now it's just Lings against these Stalkers, and Hero is getting surrounded right now. Oh, but here we go. Dark is coming in to help support, to help buffer a little bit with his own Lings.
Yeah, really nice focus fire from Hero as well, just trying to take out all of these Hellions so that the Lings of Dark have the best chance.
Exactly. It looks like Hero is running out of steam though, but Banelings are rolling on in. It looks like Dark and Hero, they can keep this up. They can keep going. We do have a Banshee, but I don't... Oh, we have Cloak!
벤시 은배 됐을걸?
Honestly, Dark sounds like he's in space, actually.
Dark.
그냥 끝내버리네.
He's outside the space station, Poppy. He's not
the
gonna...
worst microphone I've ever heard. The Baneling gets a massive hit on all of those drones and now completely stacked up. Oh, GG. He calls it. Dark called it. What a check.
GG gets called. Dark and Hero in a less than hour-long best of 7 take down Team Liquid 4-0.
GG in lightning fast fashion. Before Kellezer could even leave orbit, he's still ascending.
My god. Just like that, congratulations to Dark and Hero. Again, they were just able to abuse and just take advantage of some of the openers that the Laser and Kellezer were going for. In game number 4, we saw that the turns were tabled, and I do like what Kellezer and Laser were doing. They were trying to focus and kill Dark, but the micro was too good, and Hero, even with very limited units available to him, was doing a great job at supporting Dark and helping him out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was just pretty brutal. I'm just kind of imagining now every time... I'm not going to be able to get that sound out of my head every time Dark's playing just in Katowice or whatever it might be. He's just going to be winning his game and I'm just going to see a big Bane connection and just hear his voice like, GG.
Oh my god. It's basically what just happened. And yeah, just like that, DPG, they move on to the semi-finals. My condolences to Team Liquid. They are knocked out. They are eliminated from the tournament. And we are soon about to find out who is going to meet DPG in the semi-finals. As up next, we have Team Trina playing against Alpha X.
Yeah, there we go. So that is that next matchup there.
And this is where I guess we're going to be cutting to a bit of a break here before our next series. And we're going to be figuring out ourselves if this is a series that we're going to be casting. Initially, we were only going to cast one of these series tonight, just because we're a little bit strapped for time, and just because we don't want to stay up too late. But this was also a really, really fast series. This was real quick. So we can keep going. We'll figure it out after this break.
Gotcha. See you soon.